Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going over how exactly damage and healing in Onward works. It's not super intuitive, so I figured that most people don't know how exactly it works. Knowing these little nuances can help strategy out a lot, so I figure it's a pretty worthwhile thing to go over. This is how these mechanics work at the time of the release of this video, but keep in mind that they could change in the future. The first thing I want to address is body armor, because it's actually really simple, but way different than most people think. It essentially just makes your chest invincible to anything other than armor-piercing rounds. As you can see here, my friend has body armor on, and nothing I'm doing can hurt it. I'm using FMJ rounds right now, but if I had armor-piercing, it would essentially just ignore that the body armor was there. You can see that even the knife doesn't do anything. It makes some weird clicking noises and even makes him bleed, but doesn't actually do any damage. So now that we've got body armor out of the way, I'm going to go into how exactly health works. On the surface, it may look a little bit complicated, but it's actually really simple. You have a total of 3 health, with each health level corresponding to a different state. At 3 health, you're completely undamaged. At 2 health, you're injured, but can still walk around and perform actions. At 1 health, you're incapacitated, but can still be revived. And at 0 health, you're dead and can no longer be revived. It's a simple system, but healing complicates it a little bit. I'll be going over that a little bit later because first I want to get into how damage works. I know this may sound strange, but all guns actually do the exact same amount of damage. It doesn't matter whether you're using a rifle or a pistol, an LMG, or even the bolt-action rifles, they all do the same damage. You can see here I'm using my pistol, and it takes a total of 3 shots to take him down from very full health all the way to dead. You can see here now I'm using the bolt-action rifle, and every single time I'm shooting him the same place as my pistol, but it still takes a total of 3 shots to take him all the way down. So what exactly does affect damage? As it turns out, it only depends on where you get hit. Limbs deal 1 damage, the body deals 2 damage, and the head deals 3 damage. So going back to our health system from earlier, we can basically determine that you can take 3 limb shots, a single body shot, and then anywhere else, or 1 headshot before dying. So this tells us that the only way to get injured is by getting shot in the limb, and that getting shot in the body will instantly take you down, although you can still be revived. One important thing to note is that while injured or incapacitated, you'll bleed out after 2.5 minutes, unless you get healed, which will cancel this effect. Speaking of healing, I think this is a good time to go into how exactly it works. As I just mentioned, getting healed will cancel out the bleed effect if you're injured, and will also resurrect you if you're incapacitated. However, this is all that healing does. It does not actually heal any damage that you've taken. This is why that after you heal someone, they still retain their damaged state on the map. They just no longer have their bleed out effect. Now you might be thinking this is a little crazy, but let me show you some examples. In this instance, I have my buddy shoot me in the limb once. I become injured, but can heal myself. I get shot again in the limb, and I get taken down, but can still be revived. I get shot one last time, and I can no longer be resurrected. Now, in a different situation, I get shot once in the arm. Once again, I go down. I get resurrected. And I get shot once more in the limb, and I go down without being able to get resurrected. So you can see in both situations, I got hit 3 times in the limb to kill me, although in the first situation I got healed twice. In the second situation I only got healed once, but it made no difference. So now that we've covered healing, I'm going to go over a couple other damage items. First off, the knife. It deals double damage compared to guns, so if you get hit in the limb, you get incapacitated because it deals 2 damage, but if you get hit in the body or the head, you die instantly. Next up, grenades. Weirdly, they will always deal 2 damage as long as you're within their range, so you can have it up to your face or right at the very edge of the damage radius. It will always deal 2 damage. So that pretty much wraps up this video. If you have any more questions, just leave a comment and I'll see if I can answer it for you.